Every family has secrets. Some just call it loyalty. Sometimes the secret wasn't kept to protect a good name or reputation. It was kept to protect a life. In many of our lineages, especially in communities that have faced systemic oppression, secrecy was the only way to stay alive. You didn't tell the truth to the authorities. You didn't tell the truth to the neighbors, because in that world, the truth was a target. We talked about how social shame created silence. Now we're going deeper. We're talking about survival secrecy. We're looking at how families learn that knowing too much was a dangerous liability. For many of our ancestors, the world was a predatory place. Whether they were escaping violence, navigating the crushing weight of racism, or just trying to survive extreme poverty, information was a currency that could be used against you. So they learned to keep their business in the house because the outside wasn't a resource. The outside was a threat. In these families, loyalty became more than a feeling. It became a survival code. To speak outside the circle was seen as a betrayal of the family's collective safety. This is why even today you may feel a visceral, physical pain when you think about speaking up. I want you to hear me. That isn't just your anxiety. That is a generational memory of a time when speaking up meant losing everything. You are carrying a fear that was once very, very real. You aren't crazy for feeling that panic. Your body is just trying to protect you from a ghost. When fear is the foundation of a family, the closed door becomes a sacred object. You were taught that as long as the door was shut and the curtains were drawn, you were safe. But here's the problem. When we use secrecy as a blanket to keep people safe, we often end up smothering the very people we are trying to protect. We have to recognize that the emergency our ancestors lived through has changed. We are no longer in that specific geography of fear, but many of us are still living by the rules of the bunker. We are still treating our friends, our partners, and even our therapists like the authorities who can't be trusted. Breaking the cycle means recognizing that you are in a different room now. You are allowed to open the door. You are allowed to breathe the air. The necessity of that secret has passed, and you are the one who gets to declare the all clear. The rules of the past don't have to be the laws of your future. You can be loyal to your family and still be an individual. You can honor their history without being a captive to their fear. I know that having this understanding doesn't just make the pain go away. In our next conversation, we'll talk about a really tricky balance. How to have compassion for why they lied without romanticizing the harm it did to you. We'll talk about how holding the why without letting go of the what. Now, I want you to do something with me. Most of us hold our secrets in our face, so I want you to unclench your teeth. Let your jaw hang loose for a second. If you're safe enough to let your guard down, your body needs to know it first. Here's your affirmation. Say these words with me. I acknowledge the fear that kept my ancestors silent. I honor the strength it took for them to survive. But I am not in their battle anymore. I choose to trust that I am safe enough to be seen. My truth is not a target. It is my freedom. This is Family Secrets. You've been standing watch at a post that was abandoned decades ago. It's okay to lay down your weapon and go home. Before we end this, you know what it is? I want you to sit with something. Is there a specific rule in your family about not talking to outsiders? Where did that rule come from? Is that outsider still a threat to you today? Or is that rule just a habit of fear you've outlived? Think about it as you move throughout your day. I'll see you in the next conversation.